What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We are back with another member of the Dragon Slayer Council, Colm, and we're about to check out his Hoist colors. Now, I've heard so many covers of these, and it's been an absolute fantastic joy because, as you guys know, I am a deep lover and appreciator, if that's a word, or appreciative of bass singers. Now, this song is heavy, this song is strong, this song is menacing, and all of those things Colm possesses. Let's go ahead and shut up and turn it up.
The king and his men stole the queen from her bed and bound her in her bones.
Yes.
The seas be ours beyond the powers where we will roll.
Love that grit right there. Yo, when he is it's just me. I hear that Irish dialect when he, and I don't know if it's purposeful, right? The Irish dialect, or is that the word, or kind of like the sound when he sings at a higher range and everything. I heard that there. Also, the harmonies that he's got going on between those two. I love the way he mixed it, right? He put a whole lot of atmosphere, a whole lot of air in it, so it can so it almost sounds like it's been mixed like to the side, of the sound, to kind of give it more space. And I don't think that it's just him harmonizing with himself. There's just two layers. It's probably just multiple ones. But generally, whenever you want to create like sound or a big space or something like that, pushing things out to the side can sometimes help, right? Because that means it's not necessarily an afterthought. It's just there to kind of feel it while the lead kind of comes in and does what they need to do. But at the same time, it has that gravity as if it was mixed up towards the middle. You know what I mean? So the mix so far sounded pretty good. Here we go.
Yo ho.
Yes.
All hands hoist the colors high. Heave ho, thieves and beggars, never shall we die.
Bro, did y'all hear the low note, how he kind of just trailed it out? I love that. Right, that's that menacing right there. That's that destruction. You know what I'm saying? That's the tongue of the dragon. That's that dragon talk. Whenever you're listening to an acapella band, or in this case, he's harmonizing with himself, you see how the rest of the mid and the high vocals just kind of stop, but he just trailed that last note. That's a dragon's presence right there. Okay.
Shall we die? Yo ho, hold together, hoist the colors high. Heave ho, thieves and beggars, never shall we die.
One thing that I'm loving about this as well is kind of like the lack of like instrumentation in the background. You know what I mean? Like percussive elements, like super cinematic drums and everything. He is letting his voice do the work, and in a way that's even more creepier. Right? If somebody was to break out into song and dance, I would at least want to hear somebody in the background giving me some type of rhythm to kind of jump, chill out to and everything. But if it's just you singing and I'm sitting here wondering where all this reverb coming from, and you just singing with yourself, that's menacing. Think about it. Just think about it. If somebody was to show up, right, in your house or at your front door, and they just started singing a cappella, and when nobody out there, just especially for a song like this, when nobody out there giving any type of percussive elements, they just sitting there with the dragon look on their voice, just singing like this and reverb coming out of nowhere, that'd be scary, right? Percussive elements or a comfort zone. Okay.
Yo ho, hold together, hoist the
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And another thing is that, like I said, we hear a lot of covers, right? This is like a bass singer's like staple. You know what I mean? If you out here and you call yourself a bass singer and you don't have a cover to Hoist the Colors, then what are you doing? But on that note, Colm mixing in, or not mixing in, but adding those different higher type of registers of the voices and everything, that was super refreshing, right? Because when I hear these type of covers, they're mostly just dominated, right? We would hear like some we, oh, it's got some ringing in my ears. We would hear, high registers of voicing and singing and everything. But for the most part, the bass will be sort of overpowering. I guess it all depends on who you're listening to. But when I think of Voice to Colors, I think of bass, right? I think of bass. I know the harmonies are there, but since I just heard this by Colm, I'm going to be thinking about those high registers as well. I can't say the same for other ones that I've seen. I always remember the bass. So he's left me with a more appreciative of a more appreciation for the attention that he's given to the full spectrum, right, of music, right, when it comes to the piano, right. He's pretty much covered all the way from what A0, is that the first note on a all the way up to A7, if you will, right? Well, not A7, probably not all the way up that high. I honestly don't know what Combs' range is, but I wouldn't be surprised if he could hit that. That'd be quite impressive. Can he hit that? I need to know that. Okay. All right, y'all. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.